Hi, everyone. Welcome to Our Disabled Future, a series where disabled voices lead the way. I'm your host, Nico, and it is a good day for disability inclusion. Each day, during Disability Pride Month and beyond, I'm amplifying real disabled stories, where we are, where we want to go, and how the heck we're going to get there. Together, I hope. Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by Liz. Let's dive in. Hi,
Hi.
Liz. Thank you for
Hi.
joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So tell us about yourself and about your disabled life.
Okay. My name's Liz, Elizabeth. I go by Liz Bomb. I'm a DJ. I also run a piñata business. We make fully custom piñatas. And I've been disabled for almost about a decade now. This year will be a decade. I have brachial plexus injury in my left arm where I cannot move my fingers. I'm able to move my arm now. I wasn't able to before. I was in a car accident with my late husband and um, two crashes pretty much in one and left me with a broken femur, lumbar, and brachial plexus in my arm. So, just the last 10 years have been navigating life with a disability, learning everything there is to know about my body, and just like trying to connect with people with disabilities and people that have injuries like myself or have been through trauma like myself because also with having this disability also came with like a lot of anxiety, depression, just a lot of other factors that were just never really there.
I really appreciate that vulnerability and that story. Thank you.
Yeah.
What does a disability-friendly future look like for you?
Disability friendly future would look like inclusivity and accessibility for everybody. Being able to get jobs easily, not just because like your ableism, like a lot of people definitely discriminate against that. They say they don't, but I've definitely dealt with it in my time of like trying to find jobs or trying to just be out in the world. I think just being seen, not only just in the medical field, but outside of that as well. Like, in the clubs, in the malls, in the stores, in everywhere possible. Like, I think people think of a person with a disability as a stigma, where I think it's more of, um, I don't know how to say it, just like it's just a little fallback, but we could still do everything the same as a regular person or an ableism person can. So just yes, like inclusivity and accessibility for everything.
Thank you. I think that's a really easy thing to get behind, inclusion and access for everyone.
Yes.
The more difficult question, I guess, is how do we get to that future? What's our strategy?
I
What do you
think
think?
we need to talk about it more. People with disabilities that are creative in the creative space or that have like certain talents or just people that want to advocate for people that have disabilities should be more open about it and talk about it more so that it's not a stigma and people don't feel like weird about the situation. People should like talk to their kids more about other kids with disabilities to like help them understand more. Like I feel like when little kids like saw my hand for the first time, they're just like, whoa, like that, like your hand's not moving, or like, and they just kind of like, oh, that's not normal. And it's like, what is normal? Like, why are we putting like a label on something as normal when there are people that are born with it? So it is a normal thing. It doesn't have to be like, oh, don't touch them, or like, just being really open to people and having the understanding of feelings and of like being around people with disabilities, I think. So I would say definitely like paying attention more and just helping educate people more about the world of disabilities.
That's really a well thought out answer. Thank you. As we close our time together, I want to give you a chance that you and I, as
Okay.
disabled people, rarely get. That's a chance to brag about yourself. You could promote something you've got going currently or something you recently accomplished. You mentioned having some businesses in the beginning of this video. So if you
Yeah.
want to promote those things, you can. Where can people find you online and stuff?
Okay.
This is just your chance to be your own cheerleader. So let's hear it.
So yeah, like I said before, I'm a DJ. So I just played Coachella in the last Coachella that just came in April. That was a lot of fun with a lot of friends from the Turn Down Beat Cinema, which was really cool. That just made me like feel so like included, and it just felt really great. And I also run a piñata business where we make fully custom piñatas. We can make pretty much anything. We've done piñatas for the Kardashians. We just this weekend just made a piñata of two Chuckies for the Megan 2.0 movie premiere. So that was a lot of fun. You could check us, the Piñata House, out on the Piñata House Official on Instagram and on TikTok. And my DJ is Liz Bomb. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you. I'll include those links in the video description of this
Okay,
chat.
thank you.
Of course. All right, folks, tune in next time. Remember, this is our disabled future, and we're building it one day at a time together. Wherever you go and whatever you do, I'm rooting for you, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Bye.